Hello, we're back. In episode 32, I said we'd be talking about the Invader port to the Nintendo Switch using the Fuse4 Switch app on a Nintendo Switch in a Python-like based language and using a keyboard connected to the Switch for text input. So here's our Nintendo Switch hooked up to a monitor and keyboard. Unfortunately, Fuse4 does not support a mouse, but I have to say, after a short time, I found it pretty intuitive working with just a keyboard and the controller. Now we'll run Fuse4 on the Switch and load up our code in the editor. And here's what Invader looks like in Fuse4. So now we can press F5 to run our program. Fuse4 also has a sprite editor built in. Here are my sprites for Invader. There are a bunch of demos and code examples, an awesome help system, and it comes with a bunch of resources to get you started. I also found some great tutorials on YouTube here on the Fuze Arena channel. I would highly recommend downloading and trying out Fuse4 on the Nintendo Switch if you're new to game programming. And also recommend going through the YouTube tutorials I've mentioned, as I'm going on my third year now with this series, and they actually helped me understand some things that I was struggling with, like arrays, structures, and vectors. We should check our game out in handheld mode, just because we can. I'll explain why the screen is blue in a moment. Okay, so the reason the screen is blue is the game was originally created in 1080p mode on my monitor, as you can see here, but then what I did is I created a rectangle that was 1280 by 720 and tweaked some of the numbers so that it would play in 720p. And then I thought the blue looked kind of cool, so I went ahead and left it in. So if you were to play this on a 1080p monitor, it would look like this with a blue square up in the corner. And if you play it on the device in 720p mode, you're just going to see the blue area. So next episode, I will be showing a port of Invader to the Pokitto that I had showed back in episode 25, but this time in JavaScript and C++ instead of MicroPython. That about wraps up episode 33 of my journey in game programming. Please like and subscribe and leave any comments or suggestions you may have that could make these a better experience. Until then, bye. I'll talk to you next time.